So they'll be calling you a radical, so it's Nagasaki. What's that? So, this hallowed important day, I gotta show you some, if I can find it. Maybe I can, there it is. You think I was connected in the investment world? You know who gave me this? I gotta show you this, and the time. That dirtbag himself, Warren Buffett. There's a picture kicking around somewhere with his arm around me. So that's a credential to the yellow VIP party. What happened? Cancer, Fukushima. So we'll put up a couple videos. I got some good footage from the Enola Gay hangar. So think about this. The day, the week. This week should be limits off, right? Nothing should ever be talked. So the week of these horrible nightmares, the mass murder in Japan that had nothing to do with the war, had to do with flexing their dick at Russia. That week it's being verified, my work, the day that it happened. I says that this was so-called weapons testing in my act. Now it's being confirmed that, well, you know, that happened well over 2 fucking years ago. I reported in real time. That's the gig with my genre. I report all this in real time. For Hamlet and Cassandra had a fucking baby. Before it happens. Sometimes, you know, as it happens, and then you want to retro freaking regurgitate it, you know, it doesn't get it. You know, the whitewashing of reality through the internet. I mean, holy cow. Talk about yesterday on Balco. You know, scrub it. You know, I like how Trump's your counterculture is so. I mean, he got rid of net neutrality. I mean, talk about a fucking Trojan horse. So, the week, this hallowed, sacred, horrible week, Rick Perry, one of the dumbest human beings who ever walked, Weasel, announces they want new fast breeders in Idaho National Lab and Oak Ridge, Tennessee. As you know, I protested there both. You know, Megan Rice broke in. I know Megan personally really well. You know, she broke into Y12 in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Obama put her in prison for life. Who do you think got her out? If it wasn't for me, she would still be in prison. I talked to Greg and Michael both, you know. They're still at it. You know, they're at the Peace Vigil in D.C. You know, so am I. So, my work, I travel all over. My historic, incredible work. You know, of course people are going to turn their back on me. They don't want anything to do with reality. The fucking mass murder of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I love Hoover's quote the best. I mean, everybody went psycho on that. That was nothing more than to flex their dick at their cousins. You know, Putin. Tsar Putin. Go to Russia. They call him Tsar. They'll tell you he's Nikolai's fucking bastard son. I mean, how about fucking in Japan? Oh, the imperialists, they're back. Abby, how long has he been there? Special election? You know, Yalta by the Sea. Japan is the 51st state. Anytime you talk Japan, you're talking the U.S. The U.S. is running this dog and pony show. Fukushima, 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 Fukushima. Greatest event in human history. Second greatest event in human history? That'd be Hiroshima. Third greatest event in human history? That'd be Nagasaki. What a freak show. The consumption junkie paradigm. By the way, all you people that I had shorting G, shorting floor, this market's over. The consumption junkie bubble is bursting. I'm telling you, it's over. You know, play back the tape. You know, why aren't you a gazillionaire, billionaire, Buffett? Fuck, I had 30,000 shares of Tesla in 2011. Play back the tape, Your Honor. I was a millionaire. But something happened on the way to that place. They threw a fucking American nuclear flag in my fucking face. I got cancer. I got ML leukemia. I got into the East State Bone Marrow Transplant Center at LDS Hospital. I had to fork over everything I had. I forked over every penny I had to get in, or I wouldn't have got in. $1 million I forked over. They sucked that up pretty quick, but they saved my life. And then, you know, on to Medicaid. You want to bet? Not in Utah. Mike Lee kicked me off Medicaid. So after the heavy chemo multiple times, scheduled for a bone marrow transplant, they couldn't give me a bone marrow transplant. I was too sick. And Mike Lee wouldn't let me on Medicaid. Seriously. Right at the top of the heap. Guys paid millions in taxes. I remember I was a millionaire multiple times over. More than once in my life. They destroyed me. Perfect, isn't it? It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. They try to make a sequel out of me. I've been fighting for my life this whole time. I want people to know. I held her folded paper crane in my hand. That little girl they murdered, Sudoku, she folded 1,000 paper cranes. 12 years old, she was dead after Nagasaki. Killed her. It's like they killed my father when they put my father in Nevada, the drafted Marine. Put him in a cage in human lab rat and killed him. Just like her, leukemia. And they try to make a sequel out of me. What a fight. What a journey. What a heartbreaking fucking journey. It's given 2 months to live. I remember talking to my attorney right here. I said, what the fuck, Kevin, you're still alive. Central line hanging out of my jugular vein. This is Fukushima. What's Fukushima? That was in 2013, he told me that. Of course, the chemo wore up my valve, had open heart surgery. This has been a hell of a battle. Walked the whole coast of California multiple times, fighting, fucking documenting this in real fucking time. No good deed goes unpunished. The greatest PhD in human history. I held her paper crane 2 years ago today in my hand. Her niece gave it to me. A folded fan that says peace on it in Utah at the Enola Gay hangar. Don't you think that'd be a major story in Utah? She presents a folded paper crane. That's where the Enola Gay flew out of, right here, Utah. Don't you think Utah media would be there? Utah professors, historians, fucking environmentalists, action groups, you name it. They would, one of the greatest events in human history. In Utah history, no doubt. Her niece and nephew come to the Enola Gay hangar and ceremony and present one of her original folded paper. There's only 3 of them in the United States. Kevin Blanche gets a hold of her. She cried when she says, here, this is for you, Kevin Blanche. We love you. You know, you're loved in Japan. You do know you're loved in Japan. You did so much for so many people in Japan. They watched your videos early and then you know, this is for you. This is a fan made from the peace vigil at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, made from recycled paper cranes. This is for you. Hugged me, started to cry. International media all over. Not gonna touch me. Not gonna touch me because I'm too fucking real. Greatest fucking event in human history. Stay in tune.